Stadium in Eugene. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fires to the tight end. The quick feed, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Thanks to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. the 44 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Ducks are flying down the field. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Lost a throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Got a man, it's Bell. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Try to sneak it. That is slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, that's so frustrating, man. You got short yardage situation. All I want my quarterback to do is handle the football and fall forward and get me a first down, but you better get that snap exchange from your center and hold on to that football.
Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
We see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower. We get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to...
After the filthy move, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to ride this running back. We'll get him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. To throw, it's Fagnano. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Hughes. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
Breaks into the open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Casper. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Benson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Casper. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Got him downfield. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Makes the grab. It's Bryant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup from 5 to the 29.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks from the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UConn!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Moore will throw. Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Smashes ahead. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Moore to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. makes the grab on the left. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. To throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for them.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UConn.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
UConn going back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot downfield and play action.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to...
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab near the marker. It's Hansen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. UCONN quick to the line. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The short hands, it's Stewart. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game around.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep them alive. Pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
QB spicy. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.